going on, guys? This is Clark Knives here, back with another video, and this is take two. My phone died, and now I'm having to plug my phone in and remake the video, which no big deal. Sometimes I'll get to rambling on too long, and then I'll get mad and not end up wanting to post the video. I've had 2 videos laying in my camera roll that I was gonna post, but I didn't because I rambled on too long. So anyways, give me a little bit of a chance to kind of recollect what I wanted to say and say what I wanted to say instead of just rambling. But anyways, we're going to be talking about the ultimate cowboy knife today, and I got you kind of propped up here, just looking at the floor. But anyways, we'll go ahead and start off with it. And yeah, I got my cowboy boots on here for the video. And most of y'all may ask, well, Noah, you ain't no cowboy. Well, yeah, you're right, I ain't, and I don't claim to be neither, but that don't mean you can't carry a cowboy knife. You know, that's like saying you have to be a Missouri resident to go to Silver Dollar City, you know what I mean? That's just, it's not fair or whatever, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, I'm starting to ramble more. Yeah, let's get back to it. So, the ultimate cowboy knife. And you're probably thinking, well, Noah, what the heck? This isn't the ultimate cowboy knife. Or at least I don't think it is. And at first, I would have never thought it was either. I used to, my first knife was a Case full-size trapper, okay? And you could have told me that this was the most ultimate cowboy knife, and I never would have believed you. I had my thoughts set on a Stockman being the most cowboy knife, you know. Just because it says it in the name, Stockman, you know what I mean? And my grandpa always carried one. But anyways, why is this the most cowboy knife? Well, first off, we're going to look at most, you know, cowboys and real cowboys and stuff, and we're going to see that most of them carry a full-size trapper. I've watched quite a few videos and seen quite a few fellers carrying this knife on them, and most of the time it is in a belt sheath like this, like pancake sheath, or they got it in like this. Now, I was gonna carry my trapper in this, but I made this a little too short, so I've got my 71 in it. But anyways, I'm going to be getting one shortly for this knife. So they'll carry it in something like that or something like this, which this is one that I've had for quite a while, and I recently just picked this one up from Dakota Marlowe. If you don't know who that is, go check him out. He's a really good guy and he makes good work. But anyways, what it'll do is it'll sit kind of at a tilt on your belt there, and I kind of put it on my side, not really my back. Some people put it on their back, and I put it towards about like this, you know, my hips right here. Well, anyways, they'll carry it in that. But one of the main reasons why this is, you know, probably one of the most cowboy knives out there, and I'm going to say that a lot, so forgive me, it's about to get real annoying. It's because you got two really, it's not really awesome. Well, I mean, they're awesome, but they're special blades, okay? And they're probably the best for what a cowboy does, okay? So you've got a clip point blade, which is this blade. You got a clip point blade that's got a nice belly. It's got a good straight edge, and then a point, okay? So you can do a lot of poking and, you know, cut your bale twine and all this and that. And then you've got what they call the spay blade for spaying, you know, sorry if you get offended by this. I'm just going to warn you ahead of time. Anyways, this is for cutting the testicular glands off of livestock, other known as castrating or nutting. Anyways, so the spay blade, let me go ahead and close this one, for nutting is not very pointy, okay? So you've got this little cant here and then the belly, so you can use the belly to cut them off, and then you don't have that point. So if you accidentally happen to slip or something, you're not going to be just gouging it like you would with this knife, you know, and it avoids major injuries to the animal, and it just keeps everybody safe, you know what I mean? So that's one of the main special blades about this knife. And don't get me wrong, Stockmans have them too, and I would think, my personal opinion, that the Stockman spay blade would be better for the job because it's smaller and, you know, you don't have as much cutting area to kind of mess up something. But then again, I have never done it, so I don't know. I could see how the long blade would help get in there, I guess. I'm not really gonna go into details because it's kind of weird, but those of y'all that have done it know, and y'all, you know, I'll let y'all do the deal. But anyways, that's what this blade is for. And then, like I said, this blade is, of course, just for your, basically your everyday task. Cutting up your sandwich, cutting up a steak, cutting your bale and twine, shaving your beard, cutting your fingernails. Let's see here, what else can we think of? Opening your mail, opening your neighbor's mail. Just anything you can think of. And you can even use this one for anything you can think of too. I've used this to make a peanut butter jelly sandwich before, just because I didn't have any butter knives or anything like that. And then another good reason is, and of course you could use a knife like this. This is the same full-size trapper. You could use this knife. I've got multiple full-size trappers. I've got green ones, I've got orange ones, I've got a red one, I've got a multicolored brown, you know, anyways. But yellow is going to stand out if you just drop it on accident. It's going to stand out in the mud, in the grass, in the gravel, everywhere. But if you were to drop it on the gravel, what this is yellow synthetic. This is not bone, this is not wood, this is not micarta, you know, it's its own thing. It's synthetic, it's kind of like a plasticky material. You can kind of, and then, it's, I don't know, it's just, there's just something about this that makes it really tough. You could drop this knife on the concrete here, and it could have the chances of just completely destroying the bone, chipping it off, doing that. Same with wood. If you were to drop it on gravel or concrete, it has a chance of splitting the wood, splintering it, you know, what you have is it's. Worst thing that's going to happen to this knife, it may get a little dent in the handle material, and it may get a little hairline crack right here. You know, no big deal. And most of the time, cowboys are using their knives pretty hard. Especially if they carry a belt sheath and they're riding a horse and it falls out, or, you know, they're just doing whatever. Breaking a horse and it's bucking real hard, you know, they'll throw it out on accident. Just doing what they do best, I guess. So that's another really good reason as to why this is a perfect choice. Just really tough handle material. And the only thing you got to worry about really messing up is just getting a dent in this or getting dents in your bolsters and stuff. But as far as that goes, I don't think I have too much more on that. I don't know, this, for some reason, this just kind of popped in my head, you know. Richter Knives recently got a yellow synthetic trapper, and RH Blade and Shade at Ryan got one of these not too long ago too, and you know, they was telling me, well, what the heck are you doing not having one of these, you know? Everybody's got to have these, at least one in their collection. So I found one and I got it, and I said, why the heck not, you know? So I picked me up one, and this video just kind of popped up in my head. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope it was pretty helpful, and I hope I got most of it right too. Yeah. But I'll see y'all next time. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.